Hello YouTube viewers, this is Rocketisbad, and this is Dark Solstice.
Oh, hey YouTube, I didn't know everybody was here. Hi, my name is Dark Solstice, you still remember me, that's good to know. Well, this is your third DI challenge. This DI challenge I have constructed requires a numerous amount of concussion jumps. So while we're doing this tutorial, you can't expect me to get everything right considering how complex I made the map. So, let's get started, shall we? Okay, so you're in the first chamber of the third DI challenge. So, what you must do, you must pick up your concussion rifle to start your tutorial. Okay, so basically, if you learn how to do the concussion jump from the second DI challenge, unless you haven't played it, I will show you again how it works. You walk backwards, you fly or jump at the second you walk back, and you should make it up. So, for this part, you realize that there's a big wall in your way. But in the custom game, if you jump on this roof over here, it's going to tell you to return back to your battlefield. So that's definitely not the way you're supposed to be going. This part requires 2 concussion jump shots if you want to make it up. Now, once you're up here, you have to make your way across by walking backwards off of this. Yeah, I did make it that time. Let me see if I can bring myself back up. Yes, as you walk across, this shouldn't be much harder than it is. But then once you make it across, you just keep it going. You just keep it going the whole way. And then you start over here, and this is the part where it gets pretty easy. So, just walk back. Oops, kind of fell there. Got better toes. Okay, now that you're over here, you concussion jump one more time. Okay, and we want to wait for your shields to recharge after this happens. Okay, so, this one shouldn't be so hard. And then you have to do 2 double jumps in combos. Okay, now we're up into this part right here. We're in chamber 3. You have to make your way through these doors without detonating these out from the far range. So, what you're going to have to do, you want to pick up a sniper rifle. And you want to heal yourself, because you're not going to be ready for what happens. So, same old, the same machine you came across in the first and second DI challenge. You basically ricochet your shot and let it do its magic. But this one was designed a little bit differently. This one basically dispenses a grenade launcher. Yes, specifically a dispensed grenade launcher, and I'm going to be using it to solve part of the puzzle. And over here, there's armor lock. You're going to need those if we're going to get through this chamber. So basically, you just hit armor lock when you're ready, and fire. Okay, so then you'll probably through that part. But I accidentally got rid of my concussion rifle, so you're going to have to give me a moment. Okay, now let's go back up to the part where I resumed. Okay, so now when we're back up from where we were restarted. Okay, so this part required a lot of steering on a golf ball. You're up from a high height, and this bridge is designed, only objects can go across it. The actual player yourself won't be able to get across, so it's all about you trying to get across on top of a ball. If you try to go without the ball, you're not going to make it across. So what you got to do is carefully steer it through this path. It's much harder than you would have seemed. Okay, now we're in this part of the chamber. So basically you want to pick up the frag grenade and you want to toss it in there. But sometimes the grenade has a tendency to get a kickback on it. Just throw it in the hole, and if it comes back at you, just go back in the armor lock. So once you're done with that, descend into this hole right here. There will be a teleporter. You want to go through the teleporter, and you realize that there's a spike pad below. So you basically want to carefully jump on the way through all these little bars I put. But these bars are much higher rates as you can probably see here. So you have to concussion jump your way up all of them. this part is where it becomes very complicated. You have to nail this perfectly or you'll fall back down. As you can see here, I'm setting them properly, like they're supposed to be. I got stuck there, got butter toes. Okay, so now once you make it here, this is just the easy piece. So you just want to hop your way up, just like this. Okay, so then when you're up here, there's a second button. You choose that button as well. So then you just continue on to the next part of the chamber. And here is the final button. Once you press that button, you'll proceed to the next part of the chamber.
Oh, it's not coming through.
And the doors drop, and then you're free to get through.
Oh, Walker, it's not letting me through.
Yeah, just like, it's okay. Just go through your little forge ball, you can, I guess. So, now, this part is a little more tricky. This thing is called the gravity room. And basically how it works is that there's a jetpack symbol below, and this is called the gravity pad. You just essentially where this thing is and just jump. You just jump up and voila. And then when you get up there, you're going to need to grab yourself a drop shield. So these drop shields are essential for this part of the map. Because you may have recognized this from the first DI challenge. You have to use this to get to the kill ball. And once you get to the teleporter, there's a big surprise that you guys are going to have to be ready for. And you have to nail this perfectly or you will die, and you'll have to restart back to your checkpoint. You're going to get launched into the air, and there will be a ramp below, and you have to nail that ramp without dying. As you can see here, I nailed it perfectly. I'm clearly seeing it over here. Okay, so then we just proceed up to this elevation shaft. You go to the teleporter. Okay, so this part I'm going to explain. In the custom gaming variant, this is the same thing that's similar to what was on the second DI challenge. This is toxic water that I made, and for the custom game. You only have 10 seconds in the water, or until you die. So I allowed them to have unlimited armor abilities. So you basically have to sprint through the water, make it through the half point marker to live. Then you want to wait for your countdown to stop. You want to wait for it to reset again. Yeah, you would have died almost in the game. Okay, so here we go. You just sprint halfway back when you're ready, and try to get to the teleporter. Okay, now that you're here, this is the last part of the chamber. What you want to do, you just want to go to the hand cannon, and that's where your oddball will be, in the custom game variant. These are the two shotgun awards that we still have for first place and second place prizes. Yeah, so everybody, that was the end of DI Challenge 3's tutorial. Goodbye, YouTube.
Good.
And see you in the chat, and there's Hope Down 77 is out.
Good night.